America. We are heirs to an expansive and continental homeland purchased with immeasurable sacrifice. The most natural of human truths, the pride of one's home, the instinct of who he is. Nationalism is natural. Patriotism is inevitable.
Shalom. Call halal YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Double honors to our teachers and elders and apostles who taught us 100% truth. My name is Ibar from the Prophets of Babylon camp down here in Tampa, Florida. Shalom to 144,000. Real quick, I want to go into this video that you just seen on the screen of these, these patriots. It's called, they're called Patriot Front, I believe. It says a group of racists called the Patriot Front spotted marching down in downtown Nashville, approximately 150 to 250 identified as members of the Patriot Front marched with shields, banners, and Confederate flags. And yeah, that's what you're seeing right here. All right, now it's interesting because I'm gonna show you more videos that I'm getting into and out of U-Haul trucks. All right, so these guys got all together in a U-Haul truck to pretty much do this little gathering to reclaim America, as they say. And as I've heard from other brothers and myself, I believe that these guys are set up. They're probably cops. That's why they're covering their faces so they don't be identified. They don't want to be identified. All right, but the Lord is going to show, or expose these these individuals for who they really are. And they're really just a bunch of damn demons. They hate you Jakes, okay, but this is showing you that civil war is inevitable. Okay, civil war is inevitable. This place is going to collapse from the inside out. Let me show this one.
Vanguard. Oh, it's a fucking protest.
What is this? Bro, how many people are in there?
Dude, I'm about to honestly fucking move. I don't want these.
So they had about 50 people in one U-Haul, but they pulled up in these U-Hauls, and if you know anything about a U-Haul, inside them U-Hauls is hot as hell, so they definitely had to get paid for this. This definitely must have been something that was orchestrated, all right, and because see, if you've seen that movie, that show Fallout, it pretty much showed you in that show how the powers that be, they're trying to do a controlled demolition, destroy this place to take over. And this is a part of it, all right? Probably getting paid by George Soros or whoever.
Bro, how many people are in there?
Dude, I'm about to.
And that's the same guys, all right? And then it says, Reclaim America. The organization believes the ethnic interests of Americans as those descendants from the original European settlers of this land and representative and traditional models of American government, and the vital need for men of the nation to take an active role in organizing patriotic politics beyond the electoral process. So yeah, okay, they're pretty much trying to establish their own America again. They're trying to recreate America that was first of all stolen from the Native Indians, okay, and then they brought the Negroes over here to build this land up. And they're trying to go back to that, all right? But what do you think this means for you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians? People try to pick a side on Democrat or Republican, but on either side, you Jakes are going to be the target, man. All right, let me see what else. Oh yeah, so they were fighting. Let me grab one more thing before I grab a few scriptures. All right. Now here's who, IUIC. Breaking news: Black Hebrew Israelites are marching in New Orleans, Louisiana, in response to the Patriot Front marching in Nashville, Tennessee. The two groups haven't encountered each other yet. It's starting to look more and more like election season. And yeah, this type of stuff always happens during election season. All right, it was one time where IUIC was marching and at a parade, and right in front of them in the parade there was Freemasons. All right, so there's a lot of stuff going on behind the scenes that is not being showed on the forefront, and you really got to question these things. What exactly is all this? Where does all this lead? And we know Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is definitely about to do something in this country. All right, so let's grab a few scriptures. Making it quick. I don't want to make this too long. I gotta get back to work soon, so it's gonna be a quick one in the spirit. But it says Matthew chapter Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. It says, and Yahawashi knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And the moral of the story is America is not going to stand. This place is going to fall apart. It's already falling apart. The Lord said when he comes shall he find, or he shall send fire, and what will he if he already be kindled? This place is already going to be in shambles before the missiles rain upon this place, and that's going to be the cleanup. It says in the NLT, Matthew 12 and verse 25 in the NLT, Yahawashi knew their thoughts and replied, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. You see, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. And, this is what we see what's happening in America. You got these talks of Biden not been, he's not been fit or suitable to be the president. They saying that there was a cover up of Parkinson's. The guy has Parkinson's. You can look at him and tell he's not all the way there. But now they're saying that that Kamala Harris, that he's going to appoint Kamala Harris as the president of whatever, which the Simpsons, which is owned and ran by Freemason warlocks, okay, with their predictive programming. They showed you that. They showed you there was going to be a female president, and it was Lisa as a grown up in The Simpsons, and she pretty much had on the same fit as Kamala Harris. All right, so if that does happen, that's going to cause a lot of chaos, a lot of disruptions, and if we go into a time of war where the elections are suspended and these Edomites don't get Trump in office, or don't even have a chance to get Trump in office, they're gonna lose their shit, man. And if Kamala Harris, who is a heathen, but they say she a black woman, that's gonna make them even more pissed off against you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Indians. All right. It says, Yahawashi knew their thoughts and replied, any kingdom divided by civil war is doomed. A town or family splintered by feuding will fall apart. And that's what's happening here in America. We are seeing the beginning of this, which we know this place is going to collapse and crumble. All right. It says, and if Satan is casting out Satan, he is divided and fighting against himself. His own kingdom will not survive. And that's what's going to happen to America. America's not going to survive this, man. America's on its way out. America's through. All right. And this is why we give our praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for showing us this, man, giving us this sound doctrine and understanding in these last days, to able to see through the bullshit, man. Be able to see through, to be able to see what's coming. It's like we seeing in the dark. We had the eyesight to see through the dark of what's coming. Because your average American, they look at this and, oh yeah, that's going to blow over. Or even your average American knows something is coming, but they don't know what's coming. See, we know what's coming. We know this, and it is inevitable that this place is going to collapse. Civil war is inevitable. This, chaos, death, and destruction, and ultimately falling up with thermonuclear missiles destroying this place. So there is no future for America, and that right there just proves it. It says, 2 Ezra chapter 6, verse 22, and suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown, the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty, meaning life as we know it is about to change drastically. You can go into the store now and the shelves are full, but what happens when we in war times, in martial law, you ain't gonna be able to leave your house. And if you do, you go into these stores, it's gonna be empty. The shelves gonna be empty. This place gonna be ran down. Which that movie, they came out with that movie Civil War. I gotta watch it. Lord, we're not gonna watch it tonight. But they pretty much telling you they know what's coming. They setting it up. All right, so those of you that are spiritual, you're going to measure these things in the spirit. It says, and the trumpet shall give a sound, which when every man heareth, they shall be suddenly afraid. You're going to hear, sirens and alarms going off. It says, at that time shall friends fight one against another like enemies, and the earth shall stand in fear with those that dwell therein. The springs of the fountain shall stand still, and in 3 hours they shall not run. So the people are going to be fighting against one another, man. This place is going to collapse. People going to start fighting one another. People who you thought was your friends, your co-workers or whatnot. They're going to be siding with these, opposing groups, and people going to be, seeking to destroy each other. This is what time we in, man. All right, this is why we gotta, remain firm in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai and circumspect to the times that we are in. All right, all hell is about to break loose. It's about to get very, very ugly out here, and this is why we need Yahweh Shem Yahushai to come sooner than later. All right, and IUIC is paid off too, man. Those guys got a government charter 501c3. So who knows if they got the marching orders to go out there and march, because they both doing the same shit. The marching with the cadences, they're both those groups are doing the same thing. Okay, so who told them to go out there and do that? We know the Lord didn't tell us to go march the march down up and down the streets against this place. No, the Lord told us to prophesy, man. Okay, to warn the sheep, and that's what we are humbly doing through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, in hopes that some can wake up. All right, through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. But we know majority of our people here are going to be destroyed, and when this civil war does come, a lot of you jakes are going to be a target. All right, anytime a calamity or chaos comes, you jakes are goddamn cabin fodder, to the destruction, man. It says, whosoever remaineth from all these that I have told thee shall escape and see my salvation and the end of your world. So we are witnessing the end of this place, man. All right, and that's why you're seeing such things like this happening in the earth. All right, these things happening in the earth. These groups, that are bought and paid for, are doing weird stuff in the earth. All right, let's go right here. It says second Ezra chapter 16. Verse 68, it says, for behold, the burning wrath of a great multitude is kindled over you, and they shall take away certain of you and feed you, being idle with things offered unto idols, because this is going to bring martial law, civil unrest, which is going to bring martial law, and they're going to start locking people up. They got internment camps, and they're going to come for the men of the Lord. It says, and they that consent unto them shall be had in derision and reproach and trodden under foot. It says, for there shall be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. For they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Right? It's about to get ugly out here, man. Especially when it's dollar crash. You ain't gonna be able to pay your rent. You ain't gonna be able to buy food and groceries. You ain't gonna be able to put gas in your car. Pay your car payments. That's over. All right. So you're gonna see the end of this world as we know it. This system is going to fail. It says, then shall they be known who are my chosen, and they shall be tried as gold in the fire. And we are going to be tried, man. Okay, this ain't gonna be no walk in the park. We ain't gonna be la di da da and then be in the kingdom of heaven. No, we gonna. Scripture says, through much tribulation shall we enter into the kingdom of heaven. Hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. So that's the point. The days of trouble are at hand, man. The days of hell, of death and destruction are at hand. And the Lord said He's going to deliver His men from the same. All right, and that's our hope. That's our faith. Is that we can be delivered. We ain't perfect. We ain't all. We ain't perfect. But our heart's desire is that we can be saved. So that we can be perfected in the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. The Lord has to come back and we have to be changed. All right. They got the guys in the back with all the black. This is. Some oh my God, it's a guy in the back in a wheelchair. I didn't even see that. Imagine you coming to this truth and you got guys rallying you up to go march like you marching with MLK or something. It says, hear, O ye my beloved, saith the Lord, behold, the days of trouble are at hand, but I will deliver you from the same. Be ye not afraid, neither doubt, for the Most High is your guide. And in these last days, we got to trust in Yahweh Shem Yahushai. No matter how bad the situation looks, no matter how bleak, the future may be for this place, we trust that Yahweh Shem Yahushai is going to give us the way. You look, you got Jake on the balcony with no shoes on and a robe. See, a lot of you Jakes are going to get caught, just like that Jake up there, lost and confused. Watch that movie Bushwick. All right, watch that movie Bushwick. That movie Bushwick showed you that, where you had a scene where you had people that was on the rooftops. Anybody that came out their house, pretty much that movie was about Civil War II. You had the southern states going against the northern states, and anybody who came out of their house, people was coming out of their houses, and and they was getting, shot by snipers on the roof. You had a person who had a dog that was barking. The dog was barking. They shot the dog. So this is the time we coming into in this country, man. All right, it's gonna be a uncomfortable time, and this is why we gotta stay prayed up. Stay in the spirit, continue to fast. Do all the things necessary to be granted mercy from Yahweh BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, Lord willing. All right, but I just thought that was something I want to touch on real quick. Salakia, for me speaking so fast, I just I had to get those certain points out. Prayers been edifying to the whole full elect. Shalom, Kwame Shalom, about ball.